Hi everyone, I'm Jordan and this is Just Jordan Looks. This week we're going for a purple princess vibe. Please thumbs up, subscribe, and stay tuned to my videos. Love you guys. Mwah. Also in the comment section below, please comment what kind of intros you guys would like to see. One of my favorite ones is by Jackie Aina. Jackie. So let me know below. I'm going to begin with the MAC's Prep and Prime spray. And then I'm going to move into my Too Faced Hangover Primer. And to start off today's look, I'm going to use my Loreal Infallible Full Wear More Than Concealer in Toffee 405. And here I'm just using this to kind of shape out my eyelid. I'm going to use that as a base for the eyeshadow. And I want to make sure it's all real even and kind of tacky. No creases, so I'm kind of just going in, perfecting it. Now I'm going up a little bit higher and of course grabbing that mirror so I can see exactly where I need to go, and I'm carving out the underneath of my eyebrows. This sets a really good foundation for how you need to draw on your eyebrows if this is something that you have issues with. Now that the other eye's done, once again just making sure everything's tacky, no creases. Now I'm going in with my first eyeshadow color. I'm using my Morphe 35M palette in the color Transformer on the outer corners. I would describe this color to be more of a purpley blue color, so it's the deepest color that I'm going to use. And here I'm just really patting that color in so it can be as concentrated as I would like it to be. Also, you can notice here and throughout this whole eyeshadow process, I'm really taking my time and slowly building up because I am not amazing at doing eyeshadow looks, and it's something that I hope to get better at, but until that point, I'm just going to kind of take it slow and easy and map my way out. So now I'm moving into the next shade, which is again from a Morphe palette, but it's a different palette. It's the 35S palette in dark purple and fuchsia. This palette is probably back to my senior year of high school, which was in 2017. And back then, they did not put the labels of the color names, so I do apologize. I just probably did my best to describe this color here as the darker purple. A little tip that I'm using that is not very clear in this video is as I'm placing these different colors down, I'm using my eye where the iris and the pupil is to measure where I should stop a color. So for example, this dark purple color, I'm kind of stopping in the middle of my pupil. That's kind of what I was using as a guideline to help me stay symmetrical on each eye. And so here I'm getting to the more fuchsia color in that Morphe 35S palette. Gonna repeat the same thing on the other eye. So now I'm just kind of taking a little bit of that dark purple bluish color, that transformer color, and I'm just kind of blending the edges out into that concealer. I did not add any product on, and here I did a quick change of brushes because I noticed that brush that I was using was a little bit too wide for the small area. So yeah, just very small circles and a little bit of a dragging motion, sweep out a little bit of the eyeshadow so you get more of a blended look. Small circles sweeping outwards. Going in with the lighter shades and doing the same as well. And I may be picking up a little bit of those colors to kind of help move the colors around a bit since they've been sitting on that concealer. It'll just help it blend out a little more if I tap a little bit of those colors on the areas where I'm trying to do those circular motions to blend out. And here are some of the things to pick up during this eyeshadow portion of the video. I'm kind of just going back and forth and playing with the colors until I'm satisfied with the blend and the concentration of each color and how they're merging together. When I feel as though a color needs more pigmentation or needs to be seen more, that's when I'm going to use that patting motion, tapping the product into my eyelid. And when I feel as though something needs to be blended a little bit better, I'm probably going to be doing that circling, sweeping motion to fade and transition the colors together. Here I'm putting some white eyeshadow in the corners of my eyes, and this is from the Revolution Makeup Reloaded Marvellous Mattes in the shade 14, I believe. And I'm just going back to make that inner corner pop as much as I can. Now I'm going in with my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Chai. Using my beauty blender, I'm just going to go ahead and dab that into my skin. Now I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Cream Kit in the shade Medium, and I'm using the colors Ash Brown and Chocolate to contour my cheekbones. Of course, I'm going to shape my jawline as well. I'm going to take those two colors as well up on the bridge of my nose to give it some definition, as well as to get rid of some of that light concealer that was used as an eyeshadow base. And as I was doing this, I thought that this looked a little on the ashy side of things. However, I had an idea that I figured would help. I'm just using the end of that beauty blender, which still has some of that concealer on it, to kind of smooth the edges and bring back that natural warm chocolatey color to my face. Ta-da! Now I'm just going over the contour so that things aren't as harsh and kind of melts together on my face. So far so good. I'm going to go back in with that first shade in the color Transformer from the Morphe 35M palette. And I'm just going to mimic the same pattern that I used on my lid for below my waterline to create a shadow. Next, going in with that dark purple from the 35S Morphe palette. Just using a big powder brush to wipe off any excess eyeshadow pigment that might have fallen. Lastly, I'm going in with that fuchsia color from the Morphe 35S palette. Here I'm just going in with a clean blending brush to kind of remove some of that extra fuchsia that I didn't want to be there. And now I'm going in with my BH Cosmetics Base Booster Glitter and Shadow Glue. And while that's drying, I'm going in with my Airspun loose face powder and translucent extra coverage. And I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but I skipped my concealer step, and that's because I really used a concealer as a foundation, and it had already covered all the imperfections that I felt necessary. And because I was going for such a bold eye look, I didn't want to go for such a dramatic highlighted and contour moment on my face as well. I wanted my eyes to steal the show. However, because this is extra coverage, translucent, aka white powder on a black face, it is going to have that same illusion of like a highlighted effect. It just won't be as severely noticed. And yeah, I was not playing. I was carving out my cheekbones. Do you hear me? Now I'm going in with my Morphe 25D palette in the shades Bentley, Paxton, and Knox. And these are the three shades that I'm just kind of dabbing into to create my contour on my nose as well as my cheekbones. And later on, I'm going to use these three shades for my jawline as well. So now I'm going to go into my blush, and I'm using just an eyeshadow palette from Revolution Makeup, the Reload Marvellous Mattes, and I'm using the shades 5, 11, and 12 to go ahead and apply my blush. I chose to leave my powder on and let my face bake because I did not use that concealer, and I felt as though I had the time. I'd be able to blend out the powder pretty well. Once again, going in with those 3 shades to powder contour my jawline. And I'm using the shades Bentley, Paxton, and Knox from the Morphe 25D palette. Yay, I'm taking my scarf off. Okay. Woo! And this is what you all need to do. Don't forget this step because I've seen it happen. Just go ahead and use the excess foundation and just pat it in. Most of us don't need a lot of coverage on our forehead anyways. And now here, I'm going to mess up these beautiful edges I just laid down. By contouring, of course. So now I'm going in with my Black Radiance contour palette, and I'm using the highlight shade on the apples of my cheek and my cheekbones. Tip of my nose, bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, chin, and forehead. Now I'm just going to spray to let all that powder kind of set on my face. And now I'm going in with my BH Cosmetics Loose Glitter in the shade Chameleon. And I'm placing that directly on where that white was placed, and then the base booster shadow and glitter glue. Next, I'm going to go into my Maybelline Volume Express Colossal Spider Effect Mascara. I'm just going to coat my lashes evenly on the top and the bottom. My eyelashes are very short, so oftentimes when I reach my inner corner in those lashes, I use the very tip of the wand to make sure that I'm getting mascara coated on each lash. This also helps me make sure that I won't get this mascara on this beautiful eyeshadow look. Next, I'm going to go on with my lashes, of course, and I'm using my Lash by Vixen lashes in the style Lashed, and I use my Ardell LashGrip adhesive. I'm just taking my pointed tweezers to go ahead and blend my lash to the artificial lash and get it as close to the lash line as possible. Now I'm going in with my Maybelline Volume Express Colossal Spider Effect Mascara. And I'm going to coat my bottom lashes evenly, the same as I did the top. And when I'm done, I'm going to just go ahead and add some mascara to the falsies to create more of a dramatic, bold, and sexy look. Now I'm going in for my eyebrows, and I'm using my MAC eyebrow styler in the shade Stylized. Now it's time for me to go into my lips, and I'm using my NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Espresso, I believe. If not, it's just a chocolatey brown lip liner. Now I'm going to go in with my lip lingerie from NYX in the shade Baby Doll. I'm going to focus that on the center of my lips, both on the bottom lip and the top lip, and blend it into that brown line. Reapplying the liner and adding some definition where it was lost. Maybe a look like this, or you can be extra like me and spray some more Pep and Prime and go ahead and add a brighter, stronger gold highlight. This is my Cover FX highlighting powder in the shade Candlelight. So guys, this is the final look. I hope you guys love it, you like it, you subscribe to me, you tell your friends, you share, you screenshot, you overall comment, whatever it is to get your girl out there. And yes, stay tuned. Love you bunches. Mwah.